Introducing the highly anticipated LEGO Star Wars set number 75357, the Ghost and Phantom 2, 1,394 pieces, includes 5 minifigures, all exclusive to the set, $160, released on September 1st, 2023. Here is the manual. You can get your insider's points, and yes, the manual is nice and crisp because it's shipped in this envelope inside the box. And here is a sticker sheet. I'm going to go over the entire set, all the minifigures, show you some of the play features with the set, and let you know what I think of the set overall and if you should pick this up for $160. Here's just another quick look at the front of the box, and if you are new, you should definitely slap that subscribe button and stay tuned for daily LEGO content. And here's a quick look at the back of the box. Let's take a quick look at the build itself, and I do think this is an accurate representation of the ship in the Ahsoka series here. I'll go all around. I'll give you some close-ups of the entire set too. Now, on the back here, you will notice that the Phantom is in the back, just like it is in the TV show, and it can easily just pop right off, just like that, although it didn't seem too easy when I was trying to pop it off now, did it? So let's take a quick look at this ship. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool little build. Now, I missed out on the Ghost and Phantom, I think it was like 10 or 15 years ago, so this is a good way to finally get these two ships in your collection if you didn't have them, or if you don't want to pony up the very expensive price tag that those sets run for nowadays. And overall, I think this is a pretty nice looking ship. But before we move on to the Ghost, I want to show you what the Phantom looks like when there is a pilot in there. So it does open up very easily, and something that's disappointing is that there's no way for the pilot to sit up in the ship. And as you can see, he has to look up to the sky. Something that I've been noticing a lot more in some of these smaller ships and just LEGO Star Wars ships in general. I know it's something little, but it really annoys me. All right, so let's take a closer look at the set, and I'll show you some of the play features of this $160 set. Oh, and as you can see, one of the stud shooters from the bottom just shot out, so we're gonna let that go here. So here, on each side, there's a little door that drops down, so you can get into the inside here, and the minifigures go in from the top, and they can go out the bottom. I like that. Moving across here to the front, as you can see, we have 2 of these shooters here. They are both green. The one that shot out was red because I think one of the cats or my kids may have had a little bit of fun with this set before I had a chance to review it, and it goes on display where they can't see it. And here you have another area for another minifigure. Overall, some pretty decent play features. This does move around left to right, which is how the shooters are supposed to blast. So if you like that, turn to each side, that is how they will deploy the missiles, we'll call them. And then going around the outside here, the other side, again, you have another door. They feel like a little fragile when you try to open them up, so just kind of keeping that in mind. Again, access to the door. And then here on the top, and obviously you could take the Phantom off here. So taking a look at the top, so this piece just pops right off fairly easily. You can take a closer look at this. Another play feature here on the top. You can open this up there, pop a minifigure in there, and he has access, or she has access to this top blaster there. Overall, not a bad piece there on the top. It does move around a little bit. And then taking a look at the top of the ship, you can see some of the details, some of the inside. So in the inside here, this is where you're going to get your play area for your minifigures. We'll go all the way around, and that's what you get. There's not a ton of space in here for the minifigures. You have a seat there on the right-hand side, another seat there on the left-hand side, and then access to this front area, which I've showed you already too. So it's not as big of a space as I was anticipating, to be completely honest with you, and I think some folks were a little disappointed about that. These pieces right here, they don't really pop off for play areas. They push right in there, but I always had a hard time getting these pieces to go back on this side. So overall, a pretty decent looking ship. Is it worth $160? I'm not really 100% sure about that. So let's see here on the other side. So you can see I do really, really like that like fluorescent or like blue on the engine area. I think it looks really, really nice. And you can see, let's see if I can turn this thing all the way over so you can see the rest. Now, I know this set's been out. Again, that's your mechanism right there for the blaster. I know this set's been out for almost coming up on a year now. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but I wanted to wait to catch this on sale. That's why I waited so long to do this review. And overall, it's a pretty good looking ship. Now let's take a look at all of the minifigures, and then I'll wrap up this review and give you my final thoughts. I changed my mind. Before we do the minifigures, I just want to do one more go around for the side of the ship so you can see all of the details here, because I think that is really important. The set seems to stay together pretty well, which I also find to be pretty important. So if you want to play with the set at all, it doesn't tend to be falling apart like some of the other sets do when I've done my reviews. So there's the whole outside of the ship. Overall, pretty cool looking. I really want to make sure that y'all can see every single angle of the ship and see all of the fine details. That's why I've changed my mind a couple times throughout the course of the video on how I want to keep showing it. So here are all the other details. So hopefully this helps with your purchasing decision of this set or your thoughts on this ship. I know it's expensive, and that's why I want to put a little extra detail into this review, just so you can see all of the details. And hopefully throughout these little clips, you're able to see all of the details. First, Officer Hawkins. So we're going to take a look at all of the minifigures. And again, every one of these minifigures is exclusive to this set. Right off the bat, I'm a little disappointed he only has one face here, but overall, it's not a bad minifigure. And again, it's exclusive to this set. Here is my favorite minifigure of the set, and I think you pronounce his name Lieutenant Beta. Look at the detail on his head there. This is an awesome minifigure. I think he's got great torso printing, leg printing. He is definitely the score of this set and exclusive to this set. Oh, he looks really good. General Syndulla. This is an awesome minifigure too. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty close. I missed out on her on the first go around for the Ghost in the Phantom because I just wasn't into Lego Star Wars at that period of time, and now it's really expensive. So when I heard they were re-releasing this figure, not like a re-release, but a remake of it, I was really excited about that. I think she looks really good here. We'll take a look. I mean, look at the torso printing and the leg printing. I think this is a really, really nice figure. And then here's the back, and she has two faces. And we have Jason, also a decent minifigure. It's got these smaller legs than the other ones. Certainly not my favorite, but an important character in the show, and maybe an even more important character later down the line. Who knows, with him having the Force. So here we go. Here's Jason. He has two faces. I like that about it. And we have Chopper. Chopper looks pretty cool too. I wish they would make like a full set for Chopper, kind of like the R2-D2 and the BB-8 sets. I'm sure they'll do it in the future. But for now, for folks that didn't have the Chopper minifigures from back in the day, me being one of them, now we have the opportunity to own a Chopper minifigure from this set. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my review of the LEGO Star Wars set number 75357, the Ghost and the Phantom 2. Now again, this set costs $160. This set is not worth it to me. I think you should definitely wait for a sale. Luckily, I got this on May the 4th. I think it was $130, plus I got the extra promotional gift with purchases. So if that opportunity presents itself again, that's when you should pick this up. I want to have every LEGO Star Wars set. So obviously I had to have at least every set forward. With that being said, if you're a collector like I am, you gotta have the minifigures. So if you don't want to buy the build, definitely, or the whole set, definitely grab the minifigures, but this set will go on sale. You'll be able to get a good deal on it. Now, I don't think I mentioned this as part of the overall view, but this front section does pop off. It is one of the play features. I know I opened up the door, but I think it was just worth me mentioning it to make sure I do the full, complete review. I was thinking about buying the older model of this set, the one that retired like somewhere around 10 years ago or so. That set sells for an obnoxious amount of money. After building this set, it's just not one of my favorites. So now I'm reconsidering purchasing that set, or at least purchasing it brand new sealed in the box, but I want to eventually pick up the minifigures. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you think about my review style. If y'all are new here and you enjoyed this content, stay tuned by subscribing. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram a lot, actually, at Big Zach's house as well. I have a lot of really cool things planned for the channel in the upcoming weeks and months and year or whatever. So you're going to want to stay tuned to see all the cool things that I have planned. Thank y'all for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.